We do have an outstanding lineup of authors on tap this afternoon, so I just think we should get right to it. What do you think? I think we should get right to it. Yes. Yes. I'd like you now to meet two people who have collaborated in an unusual way. My America is a ripe and wonderful word and pictures tribute to our nation's diversity with a formidable tag team of illustrators. Jan Spivey Gilchrist is recipient of the is recipient of the Coretta Scott King Award for Nathaniel Talking and the Coretta Scott King Honor for Night on the Neighborhood Street, and inductee into the International Hall of Fame for Writers of African Descent. Mr. Ashley Bryan, his awards and honors include the Coretta Scott King Award for Illustration, 6 Coretta Scott King Honor Awards, the Arbuthnot Prize, and a Fulbright Scholarship. He's a former teacher at Dartmouth College, and he's compiled, written, and illustrated numerous books, many of them based on African folk tales. Working together, these two have wedded what Booklist calls Ashley's signature color swirls, you'll see what I mean if you have the book, with Jan's muted blue-toned tableaus and faces to tell the story of a people and a nation who are richer for difference. Have you seen my country? Have you seen my America? This is their America, and now happily ours too. Coming at you now, Jan Spivey Gilchrist and Ashley Bryan.
I have a little boy who's 23 years old now and a college graduate. And when he was a very little boy, he wanted to see the world because he had a wonderful teacher who told him that China was on the other side of a round ball called the globe. When he was 11 years old, he left as a student ambassador and he never returned. He traveled to 35 countries before he even went into college. When he would come home, he would say, "I tell the world about how beautiful America is." So I wrote this book, My America, based on my little boy, William Kelvin Gilchrist's love for his country, America. So how we did.
Yes, when we worked on My America, Jan lives in Chicago. I live on a small island off of Acadia National Park, the Cranberry Islands. We love each other's work, very different in style. But that poem I loved, and she asked the HarperCollins editors that I would do alternating illustrations with her. And so, the way it developed, to each line of the poem, I would do an illustration, a double-page spread, and Jan would do a double-page spread illustration. Now, neither of us saw what the other had done until it was brought together in the first proofs. And what we saw we loved when it came together. Our point was, we can be very different and yet related, harmonious, and caring. We did not want any superficial things to come into the way we did. We saw the line. So, I worked it in my way, and she in her way, you see. And we didn't want to say, oh, I'll put more blue in this picture because she has blue in hers. Or more. None of the superficial things of a relationship. But the profound statement of how each one of us is in our art was the point we wanted to make in My America. And so we worked it in that way all the way through. And that poem opened up so much of a spirit of feeling, it gave us a great deal of play in how we faced doing the pictures for the book. And they're very complementary, but quite personal and original in each of our styles. So we've always hoped that people seeing it would recognize that the United States means people from all over the world. And it's the feeding in of the best of all of these cultures that has made the United States a unique culture. People haven't given the very best of themselves to create. Okay. And so that was the point we wanted to make in our work with My America. And so we'll begin by reading the poem together, and then we'll just read the poems, and afterwards we'll show you pictures. Okay. My America written by Jan Spivey Gilchrist and illustrated by Jan and Ashley. Have you seen my country? Seen my magic skies? Seen my mighty waters? Have you seen my land? Have you seen my wings abound? Seen my water creatures? Seen my beasts and fowl? Have you seen my people? We hail from every shore. Have you seen my homeland? Have you seen my country? Have you seen my America?